Gee, Bonnie, I'm depressed. You're depressed, Fred? Yeah, I'm depressed. I'm so stressed out, man. Well, yeah, I'm depressed. Well, if you're stressed out, then maybe you should smoke. Well, thank you, Bonnie. Thank you.
Smoking is bad. This message was paid for by Manatee High School.
Just a reminder to all you amazing people out there, smoking is not good. Smoking is very bad. My mom has a smoking addiction, and look what smoking done to her. This was a picture before she smoked, and this is a picture after she smoked. Clearly, there was a very, very huge change. As you can see, she turned into a picture of a cat. Now, I know what you might say. But I smoke every day. I smoke crack in the back of a house then. Well, if you smoke crack, then, well, I don't know how to help you there, actually. But don't stop smoking crack. That's all I gotta say. But before we get into topic, I'm going to help you. I'm here to help all of you to lay off anything because smoking actually causes stress. I know you might not believe me, but smoking causes a lot of stress, and I'm here to help you cope with that stress. To show all of you the dangers of caffeine, I have brought one of my friends here, Scout,
Let's get him!
to help us and to show all of you the way of not to drink caffeine. You see Scout here?
Yeah!
He has a caffeine addiction.
Yeah!
And I want to fix that, so I'm going to show you the negative effects of caffeine. Caffeine and stress can both elevate cortisol levels. High amounts of cortisol leads to chronic stress. However, only a small amount of caffeine does not have this effect. So, don't take too much caffeine because of the health risk associated with higher levels of caffeine is stress. If you don't want to be stressed, Scout, if you don't want to be a mass murderer, don't take caffeine. Problem solved. Take less caffeine, don't take it after 2, and enjoy caffeine with physical activity.
Yeah!
You see, Heavy he's a very, very sad guy. He eats a lot. He's always stressed out constantly because both his parents don't love him. And I want to help him. I mean, he's my test subject. I mean, he's my friend. He's my second friend, and I want to help him with his problems that he's having. So he's showing clear signs of depression, and I want to fix that. Obviously, eating sandwiches is healthy, but for some reason, he's fat. I'm just gonna say he's fat. So how do I fix this? How do we fix this? Well, he's very stressed out and he eats a lot. Sure, he may eat healthy. Sandwiches are healthy. They have the meat, they have the lettuce, they have the tomato, but he's still fat. So how do we solve this problem? How do we fix this? Well, Heavy, I'm here to help you.
It's good.
First thing you want to do, Heavy, is exercise. I know, exercising is lame. I know, no one likes to exercise. But think about this. If you go on walks, even short walks, that will increase endorphins. And what endorphins will do will increase your energy. And also, when you have an increase in endorphins, it actually helps your memory span. It makes your memory better.
Very well.
I know Heavy. I was surprised also. So Heavy, make sure to go on walks and make sure to exercise daily to reduce your stress. And walking also helps with moderate depression. So if you go on walks, you'll be less depressed. You're welcome, Heavy. Last way to cope or remove stress. As you can see, this man right here, his name is Dimmelman, and he only has one eye. Most people will call him a Cyclops, and I think it's pretty funny. I mean, he really is a Cyclops, so he has one eye. What a loser! And you might say, how did he lose his eye? Well, I'll tell you something. He lost it due to stress. I know it may sound crazy, and don't quote me on this, but if you have high amounts of stress, your eye will actually burst open with blood. Don't quote me on this, and don't look it up. Just trust me. And so what happened to Heavy is he started having a drinking disorder. He couldn't deal or cope with his stress. So I had to help him. I had to give him ways to not drink. So I decided to help him with his, mental life. Heavy would get angry very easily. He has a very sad life, only having one eye. So I would try to help him by saying, taking deep breaths, saying the word constantly, saying like, I don't know, cope, 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 cope. I would basically yell cope, 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 cope into his ear until, he would actually become saved. And he repeated this process, and it's actually working. As you can see, he drinks less. He drinks less, and well, his eye didn't grow back, but it's working, and he looks a lot happier, I guess. So yeah, just basically just breathe in, breathe out slowly, just do what you gotta do. Don't be an alcoholic. Don't have one eye, all these problems will be solved.
Hello, my name is LeBron James. You may remember me from such popular movies such as Space Jam. I'm here to talk about why you should not be stressed out and why smoking is bad. Smoking is really bad. I work for the McDonald's company. I know. I'm going to tell you the key steps of how to reduce stress. First, you want to go for walks. Walks increases endorphins. Endorphins reduce stress. Secondly, you know that caffeine stuff? You want to cut that caffeine stuff out. You don't want any caffeine. Thirdly, you know sleep? Sleep is kind of important. You need at least 8 hours of sleep. Without 8 hours of sleep, you'll be stressed out. My name is LeBron James, and I gave you this message on how not to be stressed.
Stop it. Get some help.